Why do we act? And what is acting? They say that acting is just plain pretend. But if we pretend that we are acting, then where does acting stop and living begin? Acting is real, but so is faking. And there are fakings that seem awfully nice. Reality sucks, and so does acting. But here we are, and here's my advice. I am a professional actor, member of the Screen Actors Guild. I have so many things to tell you, so be ready for your mind to be filled. Acting is life, and life is a joke. You can't have a fun without having smoke. This is a class, and I am your teacher, so tell me, what do I need to do to reach you?
Hello everyone, my name is Connor Ratliff, and this is Connor Ratliff Presents the Acting Class. I do want to get some business taken care of right up front. I don't want any more applause to occur until the end of the show. All right? It's fine to applaud at the beginning, but this is a class, all right? This is not a show. I mean, it is a show. It's a show that pretends to be a class. But in the reality of the show, it is a class. And I don't need applause. I don't want applause. Laughter's fine. You can't control it. You can't control it. But clapping, you can control. That is a choice. Clapping is a choice. What I would ask, and this is presumptuous, because it might be that this is the only part of the show that you like. And I don't have any control over that. I'm not you. You have what you like what you like. I can do what I do. And if you like that, that's fine. It's great. It's great if you like it. But if you don't, I don't have control over that. You have the power. And that includes the power to not clap. What I would ask is, throughout the show, if you like something and you think normally I would clap, keep a record, tally it up, and at the end of the show, provide honest, cumulative applause. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to seem angry during a lot of this, and there's a reason for that, and it's not because I am angry. I'm not angry. There'll be points in this class where you feel like, why is he yelling at me? I didn't do anything. That is what acting classes traditionally are. I trained as an actor on 2 continents, and it was only with the passage of time that I began to realize how much my acting teachers hated us. They hated us so much, and I realize now why, because a lot of them, not all of them, there were some good ones, they were the minority. Most of the acting teachers wanted to be actors, and they ended up being acting teachers. The best acting teachers wanted to be acting teachers. And that makes sense. If you want to be something and then you be that, you are happy. And if you don't want to be something and you want to be something else, and the something that you be is the thing that teaches other people to do the thing that you wish to be, you are going to rationally hate those people. They are younger than you. In many cases, some of us might have been more attractive. I don't think I was. That was never my issue. But that is going to be an issue that comes up. Imagine teaching your replacement. And they have every advantage, and they have time and youth and all of these things. And you're supposed to what? Give a shit? Fuck that! I'm not genuinely angry, though. That is acting. And that's more than most of... I'll credit you this, it was just one. And you caught it immediately, you realize. I wish you could have seen. He went... As if the hands knew. Like, your brain and the rest of your body are like, we want to clap. And the hands are like, no! No! This is not what we were supposed to do. Look what you made us do. The only rule that I have established so far in this class. But it's not simple. Because we're people. I'm a person. People make mistakes. That's one of the things that being an actor is about. It's figuring out the cause of these mistakes, because mistakes are interesting and dramatic, and so you're a tragic figure. But also a comedic figure, because it encompasses all manner of humanity. It's funny, it's sad, it's heartbreaking. This is the kind of talk that acting teachers do. It's filler, it's just wasting time. I could do this, I could just keep talking about the nature of it. And it's not, who's a better actor because of it? Nobody. I want to just say something at the beginning of this. It's a little bit personal, and it's unique to this venue, which is the reason I'm here right now. I mean, literally, the reason I'm here right now is because of my parents. That's true. That's basic science. This is not a science class. There might not be any other science in the class. But I'm here because my parents created me. But I'm here in this venue because 55 years ago, when this building was the Body Politic, my father was part of an improv group that Del Close put together called the Chicago Extension, and they used to do shows here when it was the Body Politic. I don't know if it was this room, it might have been the downstairs venue, he doesn't remember, nobody here remembers. It was improv shows in 1970 and 1971. But I have a poster in my apartment for a show that they used to do called Dream Theater, and I was looking at it last January, and I realized there's an address on the poster, and it was this address. So I looked it up and I realized it was, I just assumed any place that you have good times 50 years go by and it's been bulldozed and it's something else, right? Like, it's just, everything's getting destroyed. And this is so much more personal than I ever get. You're so lucky if that's what you like. Just today, I saw a Facebook post about a parking garage in the town that I grew up in, Jefferson City, Missouri. And it's being demolished on December 29th. I'm not going to get there in time. I'm not going to be able to see it. It's a parking garage, but it was always there. And in the past few years, when I've gone back to visit, I realized that there are times of day, in the evening at sunset, where there's no one in the parking garage, but it's open. But there's nobody in downtown Jefferson City. And you could drive up and up and up in the parking garage, and there's views of the whole downtown, including the Capitol building, and it's a perfect spot. And I just discovered it recently, and it's going to be bulldozed by Christmas because there is apparently structural damage that is too serious to ignore. But it's gone. It's gone. And that's what I thought every place that my dad might have done improv would be. Would just be like anything. Like it's the human condition. It's basic reality. Eventually, there's structural damage, and you are destroyed. So I wanted to come here to perform in the same place where my dad, when he was in Chicago and wanted to be an actor, and he was doing improv shows every week, and they were doing Dream Theater. Basically, they were doing shows where they would talk to the audience, and they would ask the audience to tell them one of their dreams. And then they would act them out. They would improvise on stage and do this. And I thought, well, this overlaps nicely with the format that I have, because I don't delve into dreams in the sense of the subconscious. It's not like a David Lynchian type of class or show. But I was thinking of dreams in the other aspect, which is one of my dad's dreams was to be an actor. And he ended up being a local TV weatherman and kid show host instead of being an actor, but was fully supportive of my dream, which was to be an actor. And he shouldn't have been. It was a terrible dream. It's a horrible industry. It's terrible. But the craft of acting can be fun. And so I want to talk to a few people tonight. Actors and non-actors, and this is a question I often ask at the beginning of the class. How many people here, and I'll go ahead and ask without any conditions or caveats whatsoever, just get the honest answer, and this, let's have, you just say the word yes, okay? Who here, say yes, if you identify as an actor.
Yes.
All right, now, if you do not identify as an actor, say no.
No.
All right, we have a winner. All right, now I want to talk to one of the non-actors first, because it's the vast majority of you, and you've come to an acting class, so you're seeking something. Maybe you're just gawking. Maybe it's just like passing a wreck on the highway. Let's go see the guy talk about actors. We're not actors. But we'll see what he's got to say. Who here is a non-actor, and you've never, and I want to say non-actor, I want someone who's never acted in anything, not a school play, not a pageant, nothing. Is there anyone here? You have a tentative finger up, and it is such a non-theatrical gesture that I believe you. So, it wasn't a this. It wasn't like me. It was. So I believe that you are a non-actor. You've never acted. I bet there's some context, but we're not going to dig too deeply here. What is it that you are? What do you do? If you're not an actor. Why are you not an actor? I'll ask you that first. Why are you not an actor? Is there a reason why you are not an actor?
I'm not a professional actor. I don't perform professionally.
Okay, you've made a distinction that I have not made. You have acted, but non-professionally?
No.
No.
I just think that we act in life.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
every
you are
day.
getting so far. What's your first name?
Maria.
Maria. I just met a girl. What if you are not? You know you are not an actor. You say I do not perform professionally, and that's the very basic level of life. It's not. I'm not an actor. I don't make my living. I don't get paid to act. You also say I also don't do it for fun. I don't do it as a hobby. I don't participate in theater of any kind. I'm not a performer. This is you. They're not my words. This is me paraphrasing what you said. What would you say that you are if someone said, you're not an actor, you're a... You don't know. A blank canvas. Did you have a... What?
Like what?
A profession or a hobby or is there anything that you say that if you were going to give yourself a title, like let's say I was a ditch digger at the cemetery, I would say that's what I do. It's not my identity, but it's one thing. It's a label you could put on me.
Oh, I'm a teacher.
A teacher.
Yeah.
It took so long to get that out of you. I ask you, would you tolerate that kind of attitude from your students? You knew exactly what I was looking for. And you made me go the long way around. You're a teacher. You teach in school. In a school?
Yeah.
Right. You have students. You have classrooms. This is something where you're like, I don't know if I can call it teaching. It's just out in a quarry. Right? I do it down in the sewers. I teach. I'm not a teacher. Right? I realize I'm holding this threateningly. What do you teach? Do you have a subject?
I'm retired.
Okay. But what did you teach? What did you teach? What did you have a primary thing that was like, this is my area of expertise?
Yeah, I taught physics.
Physics. I'm going to tell you something. I took a physics class, and I didn't understand a goddamn thing. Like, I get it, but in the very most minimal sense. What do you feel like you had a lot of success teaching physics? Do you feel like when you taught physics that the students got it?
A good part of the students, not everybody, but certain percentage.
You can't reach everybody. You can't. Some of them aren't going to get physics. And they're going to leave the class and you're like, I did my best.
Right, yeah.
Who is the worst student you've ever had?
Actually, for me,
Yeah.
I didn't think there was a student being worse because they didn't do well.
Mhm.
The students who I thought were not so good are the ones who did not try.
They didn't try.
They were smart, so they didn't make an effort.
Right. You thought they had potential that they weren't living up to.
But
Did
they
you?
didn't try hard, or they just did the minimum. So those I thought were not as good students as somebody who would work very hard.
But maybe it wasn't as smart. But
They didn't perform as well, or they didn't achieve.
there's that word, perform. Perform. Look at that. Well, we've already established that we all act in life, but also they didn't perform in physics class. Would you have one-on-one conversations with some of these students you didn't feel were living up to their potential?
Well, yes, all the time.
What was the kernel of that speech? What tactics would you use to these students who had potential but they just weren't living up to it?
Well,
Do you remember, did you have a phrase? You're like, this is the phrase I'm going to pull out. It always works to get him to do a little bit more. What, like, was there something where you'd say, like, I'm ashamed of you? I really am. I think you're smart. I think you're smart. Bryson, you're a smart kid. You're a smart kid. And I see you walk around the halls, I see you talking to you have smart friends, and I see you making them laugh, Bryson. I see you making your friends laugh. You obviously are clever, you got something on the ball. But in physics class, Bryson, you are nowhere. You understand, Bryson? You are nowhere. I'm ashamed. I can't even look at you, Bryson. Bryson! I've never said this to a student. I hate you. I'm not supposed to talk this way to a student, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, Bryson. What am I supposed to do? I want to teach you physics. Do you understand that? That was physics. That was physics. Look, all of this is physics. Bryson, it's physics. You don't like that? Was that anywhere close to what you said? Well, what's the difference? What did I get wrong? What did I get wrong, Maria?
No, I never talked to the students like that.
Because you felt you'd get more flies with honey, Bryson.
I try to first listen to what they have to say. I don't tell them what to do. I want to hear what they have to say to me. And then I try to understand why they're not doing so well.
I don't know why I'm not doing well. I guess I'm just one of those kids who doesn't get it. I guess I'm just stupid.
Actually, I always say to them, there are no stupid people, no stupid questions.
There are both. Now I don't know what to believe. Now I feel like all the physics you've been teaching we can't even trust. You don't believe in the existence of stupid people or stupid questions. Why don't they have grocery stores in space? That's a stupid question! Everybody knows that's a stupid question. You just lost me. I'm gonna go through the rest of my life with no physics at all. I don't need to know it. I know that physics is just stuff that moves around, right? It's like stuff, matter and movement, and motion and all that. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's physics. That's all I need. No stupid people. You are retired. You didn't teach this class in 2025. That's what I know, because that speech won't fly. There are no stupid people. There are no stupid people. Tell me you wouldn't have retired that speech. We have found one. And he has, well, not friends, but, you know. I want to talk to an actor. Someone who identifies as an actor. Thank you, Maria. I hope that wasn't too painful. I salute you for what you did. I don't think you would have reached me, but that's more to do with my own failings than yours. I just would have been just part of the statistic. Like, yeah, he didn't get it. Goofy guy.
You got more than you think.
More than I think?
Uh-huh.
I bet I didn't. I think I might actually have less than I think. I think I know more about physics than I actually do. Who here of the people who said yes, who identifies as an actor? It's okay. Yes. You identify as an actor?
Connor, how about you?
Chris Meister. We studied together, basically.
We did. And you've gone on a divergent path.
That's right. This is an ambush. Chris Meister.
It's by random and it's
Yes.
and it's an ambush?
That's how, when you want to follow someone, you follow them from behind. They don't realize they're being followed. Yeah, you know?
I'm in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get wrong. The way you follow someone is you get ahead of them, and they're like, they can't possibly be following me because I'm following them. Chris, do you still act? Do you still act?
I do.
What's your most recent role?
I did a play at Court Theater down in Chicago.
Play at Court Theater here in Chicago. Very good. What was the role? And what was your biggest challenge with it, Chris?
I had to become a person who became a radicalized Nazi.
Oh, well, here we are. Did not intend, I never intend for these shows to be topical. It just runs right into it. So you had to play a role of someone who became a radicalized Nazi.
In 1929 Berlin.
1929 Berlin. A German?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's
You do.
German in Berlin.
Yes. Not everybody, there are visitors. This is one of those things, like, there's no stupid questions, no stupid people. No one ever visits Berlin. I guarantee you there are some people who visited and then were like, what's this all about? And then they were radicalized. Like, you're not from here. There are only Germans here in Berlin. Like, well, no, that was their goal. So what was challenging about it? Because, well, and we haven't talked in
Years.
decades,
Yeah.
right?
2011.
Yeah, that's a decade and a half.
Physics.
Yeah,
No.
and you're not a Nazi.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's true. You're not a Nazi, but you had to pretend to be one, and it's a challenging thing to be but what was the thing about it? Because you can understand it. You can get yourself to a place. It's like when you play a villain, you have to figure out what motivates them. And if you understand that, then you have it. Yes, you have it. Right? So what was the problem, Chris?
Problem is, my grandparents, my grandmother. was
Chris, I'm going to
Jewish.
stop you right now. This is a fun show. And I don't know how that sentence ends. But I'm going to guess it might be just about the least fun thing a person can say in a show. So, and I don't want you to take this personally, because we have a personal connection, a personal relationship.
Absolutely.
But we're done. Just because we can't, right? We can't. We can't. You've already veered too close into the areas that everyone came here to avoid tonight. Just one goddamn night where we don't think about it. Now I gotta go back. You know, this is the thing. I love talking to the non-actors because the actors, it's always trouble. It's always trouble, which is why I always like to emphasize the point of this class is not to make non-actors into actors. That is the last thing I want. If anything, I might like to turn a few actors into non-actors and free up some work in the ecosystem for me. Let me talk to another non-actor. I'll say a non-actor, I'll say a non-teacher. Yes.
I am a non-actress and non-teacher.
Great, wonderful. Why aren't you an actor?
I was very shy.
Shyness. There are shy actors. But if you're too shy, it's a deal breaker. Like there are actors who suffer from just devastating levels of shyness. But if you are too shy, you just can't function as an actor. It won't work. It won't work. You have to have something wrong with you. Shyness, I think, is not something that's wrong with people. It could be a thing that people try to get over. But it's just a way that we are. Now, you say shy, and yet you volunteered very early in this show to speak in front of everyone. So I'd say you're making progress if shyness is something you're combating on any level.
It's a dichotomy. I am in sales.
Right, and you can't be shy in sales.
You cannot.
You won't sell anything.
It hurts.
No one buys from a shy person. Yes. But I would say you have given yourself away. If you were in sales, you were an actor. If you are in sales, you are an actor. Unless, I'm not. No, it's not a. You don't need to. No. Come out. What do you sell? Sell it to me. Components. Are those physics? What are computers? Computer components or no?
Electromechanical components.
Electromechanical components for machines.
Timing and frequency frequency components.
Timing and frequency components. This is like a man has a machine, it doesn't work, any components. Or it's like you think your machine works, but you need more.
Requires timing, and don't ask me more questions because I can't answer them.
Everything requires timing. This is true in acting. This is basically, we're talking the same thing. What kind of components, who would be a person you would sell components to in your specific instance?
It's consumer devices, medical devices, telecommunications, aero.
What? I processed every one of those. I was like, these are the human things we use. And then you said mil-aero? Mil-aero?
Rockets. Well, military aerospace.
Oh, you're shortening. Right. I thought mil-aeros were like those little cookies. Milanos, yes. But when you said mil-aero, I thought there's a UK-based candy bar called an Aero, and I thought maybe there's some sort of hybrid of those. Military aerospace. Now, these components, they need to be put in at the manufacturing stage, right? These are early things.
Oh, they are designed in at the design stage.
These aren't add-on components. These are like, I want to make a jet.
No.
No?
You have to have it to make a jet.
I'm saying. I'm a man who needs to make a jet. It's all components? Is that true? Or are there aspects that you would say, that's not a component? That's an ingredient, or that's what is it? If you're making a jet.
There are parts that go
Mil-aero.
And there are components that go into every aspect of that design. And I am the very tiniest, least impressive pieces of those designs.
I didn't catch your first name.
I can tell you.
That's why I didn't catch it.
It's Linda.
Linda.
Yes.
Linda. Shy Linda. Shy Linda sells components. And we all heard the way she described what components are. Components are the smallest, least important parts.
Just my components.
No one would even miss these components. Linda, are you a good salesperson? You're not? I kind of was hoping that the answer would be that you are. You are, but are you worried about the future of your career?
Sometimes. However, I am, for one, a protected class because I am an elderly white woman.
Linda, I'm doing my best not to make this show political.
What I am is a really good service person because everyone matters to me.
There it is.
Everyone matters.
Everyone matters. Do you know who that includes, Linda? Everyone. Do you know who everyone includes? They say that you can't spell everyone without you, and they are correct if we're just talking about letters. But if it's the word you need the Y, and you need the O. Ironically, you don't need the U, which is a letter in the word you. But when you say that everyone matters, Linda, the thing that I want you to take forward from this is that the role that you are going to play going forward is not Shy Linda anymore. We're retiring that role. I know this is presumptuous for an acting class. I want you to find a different word than shy. When's the next moment when you'll be actively selling components? Tomorrow? Monday. Right, tomorrow is Sunday. Do not sell components on Sunday. What? How dare you call me at my home to sell me components on Sunday? No, I shall not be buying them on Monday or Tuesday either. Or you have offended me, ma'am. That's why we don't. And you knew better. Monday morning, you're going to be selling components?
Yep.
What's the next component you think you're selling?
It's gonna be a TCXO.
A TCXO. A TCXO. What the fuck does that mean?
It's a temperature-controlled oscillator.
Temperature controlled. The XO is an oscillator?
Yes, an XO.
Why? It's a kiss and a hug.
I have no idea.
Temperature controlled oscillator. And how many do you need to sell to impress the people you need to impress?
Fuck shit ton.
A fuck shit ton. How many is that? Give me a real number. Give me a real number. You work in the world of numbers.
I don't know.
Wait,
how
it's
big
how
is this number?
the oscillator's that big, or how big is the oscillator?
No, the number is this
The number's
big
this
that I have
big.
to sell because these are like 10 cents.
They're 10 cents. You got to sell 1 million of them.
8 million.
Have you done that? Have you sold a million components in your career?
No.
What's the most components you've sold?
Let me. This is getting complicated.
Linda, I don't. Life is complicated, Linda.
Tell me.
Don't tell you. That's what this whole show is me telling. Linda, I think you're going to sell 1 million of these components on Monday. And if you don't, you're going to sell 1 million on Tuesday. And if that doesn't happen, you see the pattern. Eventually, you're going to sell 1 million of these components.
You are correct. I will
Yes.
do that.
All right. And that's all acting is. I know nothing about components, but I feel like she bought it. And that's just it. Just pretend, really like dive into it, act like you mean it. I don't know anything about components. It could be impossible. 1 million's a lot. I've never done 1 million of anything. I don't know how you even fathom something like that.
If you're like selling garment watches.
I'm not. If I were, what would I say? I sell garment watches.
1 million
1 million?
is like peanuts.
If I'm selling garment watches, the number of components I'm dealing with is in the billions?
I'm gonna say
The tens of millions? The hundreds of millions? So almost billions. Almost. I'm in the garment watch business. And I don't move in the billions. But I get to the hundreds of millions, which is so frustratingly close to billions. You can't imagine how frustrating it is to be in the garment watch business. Look at this. Right? Nice. Hundreds of millions. Never billions. You would think eventually there'd be like a good week and we'd sell billions. Hundreds of millions of components in my garment watches for my garment watch business. And my children want me to sell. My children don't want me to be in the garment watch business anymore. They say, oh, you're just getting taken for a ride by those component salesmen. Adding in your unneeded components into your garment watches, which are lovely. Luxury watches. Oh, I'm a dinosaur. Everyone uses their telephones for this. Believe it? They use their telephones for watches. My life is a nightmare. Garment watch business. What a joke. What a fucking joke. If you told me 20 years ago that everyone would check what time it is, not on their watch, not on their garment watch, but on their telephones, I would have told you you're out of your mind. The world has moved past me. I don't understand it anymore. I wish I had gone into a different trade, different line of work. I hear my children making fun of me when I go to bed at night. They live at home still because the economy is terrible, and that's just true. Just true. And I think, why are they making fun of me? It's my house. My garment watches paid for this house. And it's a good thing we paid off the house before the bottom fell out of the garment watch industry. The kind of people who can afford the kind of watches that I sell, you don't want to know. These are the bad guys. Oh my God, I gotta sell to them. You know what I'm talking about. They're bad, man. The men who can afford a watch like this, and they take their money and they buy a nice luxury watch like this. They got so much money, they must have done something horrible. And my own children make fun of me as I try to go to sleep at night, and I never do. I have not been to sleep in 3 years. My life is a waking nightmare. Sometimes things are so surreal that I feel
Perhaps this is the dream, and I will wake up to a world in which people do not try to find out what time it is on their telephones. They carry their telephones in their pockets. If you grew up when I grew up, you would know that is absurd. A telephone in your pocket? We had a telephone, we hung it on the wall! Like this, and it had a cord that went almost down to the floor. They don't make a pant pocket big enough. You take it out of the wall, it'll be useless. You get 10 feet, cord would come out of the socket. Useless. Now you go everywhere with your telephones. When you want to know what time it is, you don't do this. You don't do this. Oh, maybe you do. They got those Apple Watches. But I don't get that. It knows what you're doing. My watches don't know anything about what time it is, and that's what you tell it. You tell it what time it is. You're the boss of the watch. That's what a classic watch was. We used to tell the clock what time it was. It's 8 o'clock. You do this. And if you wanted to get funny with it, you make it whatever time you wanted. Now the watches tell us what we're doing. Here's your heart rate. Here's a show you can watch on your watch. When we used to watch shows, it's because we were looking at a TV, not watching a watch. Watch a watch. Who here watches shows on their watch? Anyone? Maybe I got that wrong. They're doing all kinds of things on it. I don't have one. It buzzes on your wrist? No thanks. What the hell? Apple Watch. Apple Watch. Apple is a fruit that you eat at the supermarket. Get it at the supermarket. What's this world? I hear my kids downstairs. This is the kind of thing they make fun of. They say he's out of touch. Of course I'm out of touch. I haven't slept in 3 years. 3 goddamn years. Are you even real? Garment watch is a lovely thing. It's filled with hundreds of millions of components. Little tiny things. You smash it with a hammer, they all fly everywhere. I mean, you wouldn't smash it with a hammer. I'm just saying, for the sake of argument, there's so many things in a garment watch. You smash it with a hammer, you wouldn't know how to piece it back together. Apple Watch. Ha! Likely story. Anyway. I'm happy doing business with you. Sign me up for $999 million. All right, I need to talk to an actor who has never met me. Now, people are, I'm grateful, Chris, that I had to cut you off, because now no one believes you were a plant. That wouldn't have been a plant unless I planted someone and it was like, we'll make it seem so awkward that it won't seem like a plant. And that is the kind of thing I would do. Let me talk to another actor, someone who identifies as an actor. Maybe someone, you. We've never met. What's your first name? Daniel. Daniel. That's a name of one of the finest actors in the world. Daniel. Is that intimidating to you? Is that intimidating to you? Daniel Lewis.
I was very inspired by it.
Inspired. You let it be an inspiration. You didn't let it hold you back. Daniel, what kind of an actor would you say you are?
A very megalomaniacal actor.
You play megalomaniacal characters?
Yes.
Or you're power hungry within the process itself? I want your lines. You don't talk, now it's me.
I like playing megalomaniacal characters.
Yes. What's the most recent role that you played, Daniel?
I played a mad doctor.
A mad doctor?
Yeah.
What were his goals? What kind of mad doctor was he?
He wanted to save his lover from brain cancer.
I mean, it didn't sound so crazy. I will do it! My lover has brain cancer! Inoperable! What a crazy Dr. Frankenstein this is, trying to save his lover from brain cancer. How did you approach the role?
I learned my lines.
Then what? Because anybody can learn the lines, Daniel. Anybody can learn lines. What do you do with them?
I tried to live truthfully in the moment with my other actors.
Then what do you do, Daniel? You're saying all the things you know I want to hear. You learn your lines. You show up on time, Daniel?
I showed up on time.
Show up a little early, because if you're showing up on time, you're late, right, Daniel? Right. So you try to live truthfully, try to explore the lines, the dialogue as written. Are you a verbatim? Are you a verbatim actor?
Yes.
Or do you like to play around with it? Do you like to take the script as a roadmap? Sort of like color outside the lines. What kind of actor are you, Daniel?
A little bit of both, but start from verbatim.
Little from column A, little from column B. Yeah, verbatim, but also not. I'm everything to all people. What do you do next, Daniel? What's the next part of your process? You learn the lines. You show up early, which is on time. Yeah, you're off book. You're approaching the script, but you're giving yourself a little bit of freedom. Right? The words are not a prison. They are an opportunity. Right, Daniel?
Yeah, I try to find like a channel for.
You find a channel. What do you mean?
For-
What do you mean? Are we in metaphor? What do you mean? You find a channel. Find a channel for what, Daniel?
For the state of the character.
A channel for the state of the character. You've lost me, Daniel. I don't know what you mean. Daniel, what next? I'm just gonna, we'll come back to it. Maybe it's in physics, where I'll get it later. Try to find a channel. I know my lines, but I can change them if I want. And here, it's 5 minutes before rehearsal is to begin. I need to find a channel for the state of the character. Where could it be? Where do you look, Daniel? In here? Over there?
In my emotional state.
In your emotional state. Did you say plural? State or states?
State.
State. So you look to your own feelings. Are you a doctor,
No.
Daniel? How did you pretend to be a doctor? You don't know any of the things that character knows.
I mostly just let the text carry me.
You mostly just let the text carry you, Daniel. And then what? Then what, Daniel? What do you do then? Where did the text carry you? Did you do a good job?
Oh yeah, I did pretty well.
You sound like you're underselling it. What did your friends say? And bear in mind, they're your friends. What did your friends say? Good job, Daniel. I thought you were good.
I had a friend who said that, but it seemed like a little bit, like he had to say that.
What's this friend's first name?
Bill.
Bill?
Yeah.
It's my father's name, Daniel. There are no coincidences in this life. Your friend Bill saw you in this is a play?
Yep.
And what was the name of the doctor?
Dr. Pulvis.
Dr. Pulvis? And you played Dr. Pulvis, and Bill saw it on what, opening night?
No, he came later.
Later in the run? Okay, so Bill's like, I want you to work out. What does Bill sound like? Give me his voice. Let me hear a little bit of Bill.
Hi, I'm Bill.
Hi, I'm Bill. Hi, I'm Bill. I don't want to come on opening night because I know it won't be as good. I want to come later in the run when you really got it down. Is that how Bill talks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't humor me if I'm not getting it. I can get direction. Direct me. What's Bill like? What's the thing that Bill would say to you? Bill would say, I saw you in your play.
He'd say, yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't want to say anything else. Please, can we talk about anything else? Daniel. Dan. Does he call you Dan?
Yeah, he does.
Dan? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it once. I thought you did a good job in the play as the absolutely insane doctor trying to cure cancer. I noticed it seemed like you were really off book. But not always. Not always. Every now and then you said stuff that I knew was like that's Daniel. Like I would hear a little bit of Daniel sneak out. Was that a choice, Daniel?
Yeah.
I thought you were really megalomaniacal. I thought you did a good job. And then what would Dan want to talk about next?
I'd probably change the subject.
You would change the subject.
Yeah.
To what?
Movies.
Oh yeah, let's talk about movies. What's your favorite movie, Daniel? What's my favorite movie? Tell me.
Your favorite movie?
Yeah, what's my favorite movie? I'm testing you. It's a friendship test. Do you know what my favorite movie is?
Oh God.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess.
Yeah. What's a movie that you know I've seen more than once?
We both really love There Will Be Blood.
Oh. With your namesake.
Yeah.
I'm abandoned my boy! I'm abandoned my child!
I wish you'd done more. Did you do a lot of stuff like that in the? What's the name of the play?
I'm on the spot, so I'm kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna say I think it was called The Craziest Doctor. And
It's called Nanoblade.
Nanoblade.
Yes.
Is that because that's how I'm gonna do the surgery with a tiny blade?
Yep.
It's a little robot blade. Nanobots, right?
It's not literal.
It's not literal.
It's more poetic.
Poetic. I'm just gonna use a regular hatchet. Literal. We've made love. Ooh, brain is rotted beyond repair. Yeah! Ah! I've abandoned my lover! I've opened my lover's brain! Oh God, she is dead. Oh boy. Well, now what does this doctor do? How did the play end? Did he succeed?
No.
No.
She dies.
So I nailed it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Shouldn't do it. It's a cautionary tale. Don't try to. If you have a lover and they have brain cancer, like don't try to do what that doctor did. He was crazy. He was crazy. You've impressed me, Daniel. I know I'm coming at you rather intensely. You know that's because I care, right? Like you're not gonna get better if I don't do this. Like this is important. And also, just pretending. I'm sure you did great. What was the worst thing that you heard from anyone about your performance?
That was the worst thing.
That was the worst from Dan? Just, I don't want to talk about it too much?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
All right, then you did great, Daniel. What's next for Daniel? What's next for you?
Mostly spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets?
Yeah.
Never read it. Is it a...
Tom Stoppard. You know.
Tom Stoppard. Yeah, he could do a good thing about spreadsheets. That'd be good. I wish you the best of luck, Daniel. But now I need to talk to a non-actor. It is palate cleansing to talk to an actor and then a non-actor and then an actor again. Who is a non-actor? And I realized one of the components of this class is that the longer the class goes on, the more the members of the audience begin to realize what it is to interact with me. And what I've realized as a liability for the format is that possibilities start shutting down minute by minute. There are people who might have volunteered to talk to me who by now are absolutely no. There are people in the back 3 rows who are like, nope, never, never, never. That's why we're back here. And the people in the front are like, why did we get here a little bit earlier? I need to talk to a non-actor, not in sales, not in teaching, because we want to cover the vast expanse of these things. And I want to talk to someone who has had a vivid dream recently. A vivid dream. Now, I saw your hand was coming up.
Yeah.
But you were just wanting to talk to me as a non-actor.
Correct.
You don't have a vivid dream.
I have many vivid dreams.
Many vivid dreams. What was the thing you were thinking, oh, this is what I want to talk about? Like, what are you? What's your first name?
Amy.
Amy. Amy.
I have 2 jobs.
Amy has 2 jobs.
I'm a portrait painter and a reseller.
You're a portrait painter and a reseller. I know what a portrait painter is. A reseller, I feel like, could be a lot of different things. Anyone who sells something, again. But in what area are you a reseller? Because I assume there are many areas in which someone can be a reseller.
I am finding my niche.
You're finding your niche. You are searching for a channel for your character. To find your niche, what is something you've resold? What's the most recent thing that you sold that had previously been sold?
A pair of Muppet boots.
A pair of Muppet boots. These are boots that have drawings of the Muppets on them? Or they're like These were Muppets. This is an original Kermit the Frog that he's used. This is actually used in the Great Muppet Caper, the second of the Muppet feature films. And I'm just gonna put my foot in him. Now he's a boot. These are very expensive boots because they're one of a kind. This is an original Muppet. Now it's a Muppet boot. You put your foot in it, it's a boot. What was your Muppet boots that you were selling? What were they like?
They were like purple, pink, had Piggy and Kermit on them.
Purple and pink.
Cowboy boots with sequins and gemstones.
So drawings, or was it like leather, like shapes cut?
It was like a photograph printed on like vinyl.
Photograph on vinyl. Kermit and Piggy. They're cowboy boots. Does this look like Kermit and Piggy? What do they look like in this moment?
They're also dressed as cow persons.
Okay. I really do appreciate how much you struggle to figure out what is the right word to say for a frog and a pig in that industry. Cow persons. So they're dressed up in cow person garb. They have cow person hats. Are they full figure? We see the whole body?
On one of them you do.
Which one, Piggy or Kermit?
On one shoe you see both of them together, and on the other you only see Piggy.
So these are not like there's an asymmetry to the boots in their design. On one boot you see Kermit and Piggy, and on the other boot you just see Piggy. A story is being told, and it's either happy or sad depending on what you're rooting for. Because it could be that, like, oh look, here's Piggy, she's waiting for Kermit. Hey, Kermit showed up. Or, oh look, here's Kermit and Piggy, Kermit left. She is too much. She is too much. She's a lot. And he's also a lot. You know, like people always say Miss Piggy's a lot. He's a lot, right? Let's be honest. So you resold these. These have been sold,
Correct.
and then you got them. How do you get them as a reseller?
I go to auctions and
Okay, so someone's like, I had these boots. I wore them around. I'm done with them. Or maybe there's all sorts of reasons why these boots end up in an auction house. You don't always know why, right?
correct.
Right, could be anything. Could be, oh no, I'm hurt. Oh no, don't take my boots. Oh, god damn it, I hate prison. Yeah, take my boots. No, don't auction them. The warden here is a piece of shit. He auctioned my boots. When I get out of here, I'm going to the warden's house. I'm going to kill his whole family. It's dark. He went to a dark place. The warden had no right. You understand? I'm not saying that what this guy was planning was correct. It wasn't. It was brutal and awful. It never happened. It was just something I made up. But I'm just saying, like, the warden can't do that. It's a prisoner's property. So do you resell these boots?
Yeah.
How much they go for?
About $300.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit, right? On the wrong line of work. You also paint portraits.
Yeah, in fact, sometimes with Muppets.
You paint Muppet portraits?
I know.
I hate to tell you, I think you just made a lot of money. I know these two people in this room are going to be like, hey, paint me with Gonzo, please. Give me a Gonzo nose. I'll pay you twice what you sold those boots for. Tell me about your dreams, Amy. What's a vivid dream that you've had recently?
I'm struggling to recall a recent one, but I do have one I can think of that's haunted me since childhood.
All right, this sounds great. Tell me this dream.
Okay. There's a swamp that I'm trudging through.
There's a swamp you're trudging through.
Like grasslands.
How old are you at this point? Are you an adult or you a child?
In the dream or
In the dream.
in the dream, I guess I was the same age as you, 10.
So you're 10, but to you it's like, I'm just me. I've been around for 10 years. Don't let it define me. I'm in the swamp. Why are we talking about this? You're trudging through the swamp. You're just like, I am the age I am. I don't control it.
I feel like I see I'm simultaneously close and very far,
Oh shit. Okay. So, to what? To what?
A group of people, and it's dark, it's night.
Okay. So you're simultaneously very close and very far.
I suddenly feel like I'm on a hill very far from them.
Right.
Even though I'm in the swamp.
Right. You're in the swamp, but you're also on a hill, which makes the swamp terrifying. The fact that there are hills within the swamp. Right. So you're on the hill in the swamp. Then what happens? You're trudging, and there are people who are close but also far.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a world of contradictions, Amy.
That's, yeah, my dreams don't make sense.
Right. What happens then? What happens, Amy?
It transitions into a completely different part where I'm very scared.
Oh God.
of
I'm not in the swamp anymore, though, right?
The people I see, I'm scared of, so I think my brain changed it to something more terrifying, which is a glowing tea set, like teapot and teacups. And I never got that in.
I was in the swamp. Now there's this tea set that is glowing. I think my brain changed this. Oh no. My brain. I think a crazy doctor is doing this. No. A glowing tea set. Well, it's not so bad. It's better than being in the swamp, I guess. I don't like this glow. It's really like, I've never thought about it, but like, you don't want to drink out of something that glows like this, because it's not just like it's glowing within itself. The glow is coming out of it. I'm worried. And I'm worried that, oh God, the tea is glowing. What am I doing? Part of me wishes I was back in the swamp and not at this lonely tea party. Crazy tea set. Glowing? Are you kidding me? Oh, it tastes good. That surprised me. I was braced myself for how bad the glowing tea was going to taste. And it tasted really good. And then I woke up. And it wasn't real. And I'm never gonna get that. None of it. None of it comes true. There's no glowing tea set ever in your life. Amy, am I right? It never happened?
Never happened.
You've never seen a glowing tea set. You ever been on a hill in a swamp?
No.
When's the last time you were in a swamp? Ever? Ever?
I'm sure sometime I was in Florida.
But I've been to Florida. I've never been in a swamp. You know if you've been in a swamp. You think you've been in a swamp?
In a boat.
In a boat. Or one of those fan boats?
I don't remember. Again, in childhood.
Right. All right. Well, that was a lovely dream. I don't think we got anything out of it. Is that what my father's shows are like? Jesus. All right. I need to talk to another actor. Are you an actor?
Yep.
I honed right in on you.
Yeah.
What kind of actor are you?
I mean, I mostly do regular stage plays.
Regular stage plays.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Non-musicals.
Non-musicals.
Yeah.
Right. Do you sing?
Hell no.
You don't sing, so you're like, I do the plays with no songs.
Exactly.
Death of a Salesman. He never sings. Not once.
Not one.
Not once. The Crucible. No songs. Right?
No.
Angels in America. No songs. No songs. Right?
There should be songs.
Sure, why not? What's the most recent role that you've played? Or are you currently playing a role?
Not currently.
Not
The
currently.
most recent one, it was a restaurant owner with a gambling problem.
A restaurant owner with a gambling problem.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever owned a restaurant?
Never.
You think you ever will?
No.
No. So this is so far out of who you are. Did you find that challenging?
Yeah.
Did you think about the things that a restaurant owner needs to do? Because people say things like, oh, I'd love to own a little restaurant someday. But then you gotta like get the milk delivered constantly, right? It never, that's like one thing. It's just like, that would ruin my life. It's like, there'll be milk coming every day. Nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Someone tried to teach me to play the guitar once. And I started playing the guitar. And I said, this kind of hurts my fingers. And they said, oh, don't worry, you'll get calluses on your hands, on your fingertips. And they showed me, and they were like toes. They were like, and I said, oh, we're done. And that That was the end of it. And it's the same with restaurants. Milk every day? No. How did you approach playing a restaurant owner who doesn't just have a milk problem? Because every restaurant owner has some version of a milk problem. Even a restaurant that doesn't deal in milk. We don't deal with milk in this restaurant. Water and juice. Soda and spirits. No milk. Not even non-dairy. I don't like the substance of it. All right, that's the kind of restaurant. You still have these shipments every day. I might as well be a milk place. But I got a gambling problem in addition to it. Oh, come on. Oh no! I wish it was a different result.
I start with the language.
You start with the language.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask. What's your first name again?
Shane.
Shane.
Yeah.
That's a mighty name. That's powerful. Shane. Almost shame. You're just one part of the M away from it. Shane on you.
Yeah.
What a great idea if you ever did a talk show. Shane on you. Don't use that, Shane. That's my idea for a show. God, I have no use for it, but I don't want you to take it from me. Shane. You start with the language. What does that mean, Shane? I got no goddamn idea what you're talking about.
I try to pick up clues from the rhythm. So, like, rhythmically, there was something very quick-paced and staccato about him. For me, that almost felt like an Italian gangster. Mm-hmm. So I started from there, where the skeleton of him physically, and in terms of his pace, it was always coming from that place in terms of, like, feeling like a 90s, like, mobster.
Mm. Shane, you sound like you know what you're talking about, which is making me feel aggressive towards you. It's reminding me of my time with Daniel before. I'm much more aggressive with the actors than with the non-actors. Do you notice that? Do you notice I'm kinder to the non-actors? That's just what an acting teacher is. I'm so grateful to the non-actors. Oh, teacher, bless you. Bless you. Oh, you sell components? No threat at all. But Shane, you and I could go up for something, and I wouldn't get it because I'm too old. And you would get it. And you'd come in, you'd approach the language. I'd just be out on the street doing nothing. I hate you, Shane. I don't care. I don't care. It's acting. This is part of the class is I'm always acting. There are people who think that in this show I'm playing a character. I'm not. This is actually me. This is just me. I'm just being myself. And I have people who are connected to the show who insist I'm playing a character, but I'm not. I just act a lot in the show, but it's me. It's me. Remember when I got mad at you for clapping? And no one has clapped since. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shane, do you think you are easy to work with for the other actors, or do you think sometimes you have a process that complicates things?
I think I'm very easy to work with.
Good. That's the right answer, Shane. There's no reason to be difficult.
No.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah. There's no
Actors who are like difficult to work with should just go live in their own little country where they can just bother the shit out of everybody else, you know? An actor who's easy to get along with. All right. With that, now if I ask around, Shane, because I won't, Shane. But I will. I'll ask around about you, Shane. Well, what do you think other people say about you? That's Shane. He's a good guy. He's a good egg.
You can ask these two.
Oh, okay. You came prepared. Are you okay with me asking? I don't even know because I can't see. You have a person on each side of you who is prepared to vouch for you?
Yes.
All right. Let's open it out. If you're okay with it. Are you okay with vouching for him?
Yeah.
He's easy to work with.
Yeah.
Easy to work with. All right. The nature of the stage lights makes it hard to tell whether you have a sophisticated puppet rig. I trust someone will tell me if a guy walked in here with two people who were sat down and yeah, ask about me. You can ask these two. Okay. You're just frantically, you have these fake arms that are sitting right here. You're just working these gears. It's easy to work with. It's easy to work with. I'm impressed, Shane. What's your next thing?
I'm doing a reading in the middle of the month where I have to play a leather daddy.
That sounds like a vocal warm-up. I'm doing a meeting in the middle of the month where I'm playing a leather daddy. And It's okay. I have no idea what time it is because I don't have a watch. I want to know what your approach is to playing this character that you're going to be doing in the reading in the middle of the month where you play a leather daddy. What is your approach to this character? Still language first?
For this one, because I'm so unfamiliar with the culture, I think the more important approach is to understand culture surrounding like leather culture and that general king culture in general.
Shane changes it up every time.
Yeah.
It's case by case.
Yeah.
It's not one size fits all. Sometimes it's language first. And other times, I have to understand the culture. Shane, you're a professional. Do you have any survival jobs?
Yes, I do.
What are they?
Telemedicine.
Telemedicine.
Yeah.
Over the computer.
Over the computer. Yeah.
People who need medical questions answered.
Yeah. So doctor's appointments online, and I handle customer support.
Customer support. So you're not a doctor. You don't have medical training.
No.
What's the kind of thing that people say to you? Because this is sort of a role you're playing as well, right?
Yeah.
Because do they see you? Or are you so you're like, people don't know if you're a bot or not.
Sometimes they think I'm a bot.
Sometimes they think you're a bot. What do you do to dispel them of that idea? Hey, let me tell you about a play I was in. Bots don't do that, not yet. God, can you wait for when it's coming? Where they'll start to fold that in, where you'll be, is this a bot? I want to talk to a real person. I'm a real person. I'm doing a reading in the middle of the month where I'm playing a leather daddy. Doing a reading in the middle of the month where I'm playing a leather daddy. I guess it's not a bot. All right. So, what's a typical question that I have through telehealth with you?
Why did I get signed up for a membership? I didn't agree to this.
This is what they're saying to you. Why? I got signed up for a medical membership.
Why are you charging $15 a month on my card?
Why? I'm looking at my bill. I got a $15 a month charge, and it's every month. And I just want to know why. What am I getting for my membership? Can you help me? Shame? Oops. Shame. I'm waiting. This is why they think you're a bot, because they're processing it. Shame. What do you say to this person?
I tell them what the terms are when they book the appointment, and if they want a refund, if they want to cancel it.
Yes, I want a refund. I want my $15 for every month back. Put it back on my card, Shane.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shane. I'm sorry I was mad before. I'm so sorry, Shane. Thank you for being a good guy about this.
Yeah.
'Cause I need that $15. I need it for every month.
Not a problem. And if you want to book without a membership, I'll teach you a little secret.
Shane, I want to ask you. Your voice goes up when you acquiesce.
Yeah.
Is this part of the leather daddy training?
I haven't started my process yet, so I don't know.
I would look to it because I think it's an interesting choice. That every time it was like, really? You're like, I'll cancel it. I liked it, Shane. You're impressing me. But also, in moments like that, it's also when I feel that thing, that acting teacher thing kick in, which is that I feel jealous towards you. I'm jealous about Daniel's play where he played that crazy doctor. I'm jealous about what you did with the gambling restaurant owner. I want to do those, and I probably never will. That little flourish I had there, which went over like gangbusters, where I showed the perils of gambling in under a second and a half. I told the whole story, but I'm not going to get that shot. I'm not that kind of actor. They're not going to give it to me. And I get why the acting teachers, they get so mad. Have you had acting teachers?
Yeah, a lot.
And do you find any of my behavior towards you familiar? Or you've had good ones?
I've had good ones and very pretentious ones.
Right, what are you saying? You think I'm being pretentious? I'm just trying to be real with you.
I'm just getting to know you.
Okay, man, I'm just trying to be real with you. See how it seemed like realer than anything I said in the whole hour just now? And it was fake, because I like Shane. I think, I know other Shanes who are also nice. Seems like a good name. Anyone know a bad Shane? Anyone here know a bad Shane? Hey, good. You got a good name. It's not scientific. That's not scientific. I need to talk to another non-actor who's had a vivid dream of some sort, and I want two things from this non-actor. As if we need to like raise the bar for volunteers in this. I want someone who has a non-actor who has a dream in the sense of a goal, but also has a dream they can tell me about that they remember. And it doesn't even have to be Scary Swamp. It doesn't have to be glowing tea set. It doesn't even have to be an interesting dream, just something that you remember that you can tell me. Is there any non-actor who has both of those things? Or if not, I'll take two different non-actors who has one of these. How's that for a deal? We're negotiating. This is the part of the show where it just goes on and on and on as I wait for anyone to raise their hand in a way that I can perceive. Oh, is there someone back there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see any of the hands in the back, so we make a noise like, hand! Who has it?
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Do you have both or just one?
Yeah, I have both.
You have both. Great, Joe. And Joe, you're a non-actor?
Yeah.
Excellent projection. Like the voice is coming right through. It's really impressive, Joe. Good work.
I trained for radio.
You trained for radio. You're trained as a broadcaster.
Yeah, I don't work in broadcasting.
Because the broadcast industry is dying. My father worked in broadcasting. He was a weatherman and a kid show host. And then the big corporations started buying up all the local stations.
Yeah.
And now where are we? We're in the digital hellscape, right? Joe? Yeah. Everyone can be a broadcaster now, right?
Yeah.
So why do we even need any? If we have all of them, everyone is everything.
No, that's why we have a computer running 15 radio stations at once.
Yes. So Joe, let's not dwell on the sadness. What is your dream, Joe? The dream that you have that is aspirational.
I would like to own a cookie shop.
A cookie shop.
Yeah.
You would like to own a cookie shop.
Yeah.
Why? Everyone thought it was adorable. I don't know if you picked up on it, Joe. This condescending group of people thought your dream. Oh, so sweet. Like a cookie. A cookie shop. Oh, that's so sweet, Joe. It's so sweet that you want to own a cookie shop. Joe, what would your cookie shop be called?
I don't know yet.
Oh, he doesn't know. He's gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Let's spitball. What's a possible name for your cookie shop? Joe's Cookies. Let's just get that one out of the way. That's a basic one. It's always on the table. We probably won't use it. Joe's Cookies. Right?
Yeah.
There's no problem with it. It's not a great name for a cookie shop, but it tells you what it is. Joe owns a cookie shop. Joe's Cookies.
I used to have an idea of like stylizing the cookie shop like a pizza parlor.
Yes.
So like working.
So you make we make the cookies like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make a cookie. Yeah, you chop it up. Hot slice of cookie. But you say you used to have that idea. It sounds like you still do have that idea. But maybe have you given up on that? You don't want to do a cookie shop pizza parlor anymore?
Yeah, I kind of moved on from that idea.
Well, let's. I don't give up so quickly. Would you call it a cookie parlor?
I was gonna call it pizza cookies or a cookie parlor. Yeah.
You really were gonna call it cookie parlor? Don't lie to me, Joe. Don't.
I'm not lying to you.
Because when I came up with Shane on you, all right, we all saw it. I thought of it. I said cookie parlor. I'm like, do you ever think about calling it cookie parlor? And what was it? Pizza cookies?
Pizza cookies or cookie parlor. Yeah.
Yeah. If I were a skeptical person, I would say that you threw in pizza cookies to distract me from the fact that you cookie parlor for me. But you're telling me true. One of your top two ideas, or one of the ideas that is the mix, cookie parlor.
Yes.
All right, I believe you, Joe. This is not the type of show where I call bullshit on just about everything. I trust you. This is your thing. It's your dream. Do you think it's gonna happen, Joe?
Quite possibly. Yeah.
Quite possibly. I like those odds.
Yeah.
What's the reason why it couldn't happen? What's in the way?
Capital.
What?
Capital.
Money.
Yeah.
You don't have enough money. Who has money here? Does anyone have money? Who has is anyone here who's like, I want to give it away? Is there anyone here who's like, I'm obscenely wealthy and I just want to make a dream? Because I can't help you. Joe, I can't help you. But I could if there's a billionaire here and I could talk to them. Because I always sort of feel like if you could get me in the room with, are you a billionaire?
Oh, no.
No. That's the thing a billionaire would say. Oh, no. And not even an answer to the question, it'd just be like a person getting too close to, oh, no. If you could get me in the room with a billionaire, I think I could get them to give you the money you need, the capital you need to start Cookie Parlor. I think I would just need, and that's why billionaires don't make themselves accessible to people like me. Because I know within a few minutes, I could convince them that a few $1 million is nothing. And if you had any guts, you just throw it away. Oh, Cookie Parlor, you brave billionaire. Oh, are you a coward? You a cowardly billionaire? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. That's fine. It's fine. And then they're like, no, wait. Here, yeah, I don't care. I don't even feel it. No one's willing to pay you, Joe. Your dream's not coming true tonight. I mean, maybe it will be. Maybe there's someone here who knows they have. Leslie, we could do it. Stop, Leslie, we could do it. I'll take out a second mortgage. No, we're not. Look, this is this guy's dream. My dream died years ago. Let's do this. Okay. Wait till after the show. I don't want to do it during the show. This guy will make a thing of it. I don't know. Will that be so bad? We should be volunteering. This guy's really desperate for it. Joe, other than money, because money is only money, right? It's only money.
It is only money.
You can find it. It's out there. Do a Bitcoin. Do a Bitcoin. Cookie coin. You can trick those billionaires and those coin bros will fall for it. Cookie coin, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're the dumbest people in the world. Yeah, oh my God, cookie coin. What is the other thing? Because it can't just be the money that's holding you back, Joe.
Fear of failure.
Fear of failure.
Yeah.
Right there. I want to tell you something about failure, Joe. It's an illusion. Life is failure. If you're living, you're failing. You understand? I don't just like, I don't know what that means. Everybody went along with it. Like everyone kind of went along with it. What's the worst thing that could happen? You blow a bunch of money, Cookie Parlor, oh, Nick burned to the ground. Yeah, I got nothing. Wasted years of my life. What are you going to do instead of Cookie Parlor? What else do you have going on, Joe?
Currently, I am a project manager.
That's nothing, Joe. Nobody here understands what that means. A project manager?
Yeah.
I'm a wall detective. I'm a flower spoon. It's just words, Joe. Don't mean anything. A project manager? What's the project, Joe? If it's not cookie pizza, I don't think it's worth pursuing. What is the project that you're the manager of?
I work for a ghost kitchen company designing process and like
Ghost kitchen? Don't try to scare me out of What are you doing, Joe? You have a dream. You need to pursue it. If I were you, Joe, do you know what I'd be doing right now? Baking cookies. Pizza style. Because Cookie Parlor would already be open. And when the bank came around to say, look, you need to close this place down, no one is buying these things. You know, cookies are available everywhere. And there are other cookie shops that are already well established. And they make cookies the normal way, and your gimmick confuses people. Do the cookies taste like pizza? Well, they just look like pizza. It's called pizza cookie? Can you get a pizza here? No, just cookies? But they're round like a pizza? Or any cookie? You're like, listen, Mr. Bankman, it's just money. I don't care what you say. I don't care if anyone ever comes in here to buy a pizza cookie. I'm living my dream, and I'm not afraid of failure. Well, you should be, because this is a failure, and you're going to lose this business. You're going to lose every dime you have, Joe. I'm here as a courtesy to you. The bank manager wanted me to gun you down. I'm not exaggerating. I was in the office, and my boss, and he doesn't talk like this. He's like, look, I bought a gun. I want you to kill him. He has a bad idea, and he doesn't deserve to live. It's a terrible idea. Look, I'm gonna leave one chamber empty. So you don't have to feel bad, all right? I want you to take this. I've never handled it. I don't care. I'm not going to prison for murder. What is this? What is this conversation? This is insane. Life is insane. Life in 2025 is a madhouse. You think it's implausible that a bank manager would hand one of his underlings a loaded gun and say, go gun down the owner of Cookie Pizzas? No jury in the world will convict you. They won't be able to understand what the thing was that he was doing. Your Honor, you can't find my client guilty of murder. Nobody even knows what the murder victim was doing, making cookie pizzas. There ain't no such thing. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'll tell you, if you have any idea what a cookie pizza is, then by all means find my client guilty. But if you have even a shred of doubt in your mind as to what a cookie pizza is, then you must not find my client guilty of murder in cold blood. That's not the country I grew up in. That's not the United States of America I grew up in. Maybe I'm simple. But I grew up in a world where a cookie was a cookie and a pizza was a pizza. And yeah, every now and then you make a big cookie and it's for a party. But nobody thinks it's a cookie pizza. It's a big cookie. It's a party cookie. I got a word for those. They're called party cookies. Pizza cookie. A pizza cookie sounds like it tastes like a pizza. All right. Your Honor, this jury is adjourned. This whole system's broken. I'm gonna take off my suspenders and walk around with no trousers on. That's how much I believe in my client. He's not a murderer just because what? He pulled out a gun and didn't even have enough bullets in it to kill 6 people. If he's a murderer, why was that one chamber empty? I say the innocence of my client was in that empty chamber. That's what you should look at. Don't look at the 5 bullets that he put into Joe. Oh, stupid, silly Joe. Cookie pizza, motherfucker. The world we live in has gone mad. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if I may digress for a moment, I apologize for my outburst a minute ago, but my lover has brain cancer. And I'm using every legal maneuver in the book to try to operate on her brain. But there are limits to the law, and I suggest we found those limits in this very case of cookie pizza, pizza cookie parlor. The last one has a ring to it. Cookie parlor. Joe, is that what you're afraid of? Oh, you're project manager, Ghost Kitchen? Promise me, Monday morning you will resign as project manager. I'm out. I'm following my dream. I'm gonna.
On Monday.
I believe you, Joe. You come back to me with semantics. On Monday. That could be 1,000,000 years from now, Joe. Do you know how many Mondays we have left?
No?
It's not 1,000,000. I want you to do me a favor, Joe. Do you have paper and pen at home?
Yeah, I have lots of paper and pen.
Oh. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Joe. I want you to go home tonight, Joe. And I want you to write down how many Mondays you think you have left. Like roughly 52 a year, depending on how I think the calendar might curve in a way where you might have. Does someone know? Is there always the same number of Mondays in a year?
Sometimes there's 53.
Sometimes there's 53.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a bonus. Some years you'll get an extra Monday. But I want you to think realistically about how many Mondays you have left to make your dream come true. All right? Okay? I'm going to come back to Chicago someday. And if I don't see a cookie parlor on every corner, I'm going to come looking for you. Not to do anything bad. I'm just going to want to talk to you about this. Because I believe in your idea. I believe it can work. It's crazy. But crazy ideas are often the ideas that we need to go forward in this life, to figure out what's next. All of us here, we don't know what is coming. We don't know what is the next thing. We don't know how many components we're going to sell. We don't know if the next thing we resell will be a pair of Muppet boots or a pair of boots with no Muppets at all. We don't know which portrait we're going to paint next. We don't know whether the next role we play will be that of a megalomaniac doctor or a leather daddy. What it all comes down to in the end, Joe, is basic physics. I don't know how. But I'm not wrong. Am I, Maria? I'm not wrong. Everything is physics, right? Right? I want to tell you something about the dream that my father had to become an actor. When he was in Chicago, he didn't make his living doing improv shows because no one does that. He made his living selling insurance. He went around and he sold insurance. And this year, I booked a State Farm insurance commercial. So you ask me if dreams don't come true. I want to thank you all for attending this class tonight. You're all actors, whether you know it or not, but you're also non-actors, which is a very good thing to be. Class dismissed.